I want to know why it's a big deal if it is really illegal.
A man battling stage 4 pancreatic cancer at a hospital in Missouri says he was recently confronted by a security guard and police accused of smoking marijuana. Nolan Sausley says he uses cannabis to help manage the pain from cancer. And while Sausley does take THC pills, he says he is always careful to take them in the hospital parking lot. Boulevard, Missouri police confirmed that they responded to a call at the hospital for possible marijuana in a patient's room. They found CBD oil, which is legal. No marijuana was found. At one point, Sausley refused to let officers search one last bag, saying it contains his final hour things.
My final hour stuff is in that bag, and that is my right to have my finals, and I'm not digging it out here in front of anybody.
Missouri voters recently approved an amendment making medical marijuana legal in Missouri, but the change hasn't taken effect yet. The hospital said in a statement that it is unable to comment about any specific patient. Sausley said he was not angry with the officers, but frustrated by the situation. He was not arrested or charged with any crime.
Be with us, our Islamic and our Muslim brothers and sisters, as this is not their fight, but our fight.
We're in New Zealand on the darkest day in this country's history. At least 49 people were killed in a terror attack here, dozens more injured. This is the largest mass shooting in New Zealand's history. You can see the police tape here, and armed members of law enforcement, they have kept everybody back from the scene, which is described as just horrific. Authorities say a gunman stormed a local mosque and opened fire. He then moved to another mosque, ultimately shooting and killing dozens of people in this area. Behind me, you can see a makeshift memorial, people walking up, putting flowers down. This is something that people here in New Zealand are not accustomed to.
I can tell you one thing right now, our gun laws will change.
While this memorial is growing, authorities here are still on high alert. They're asking for residents in this area to stay inside and for mosques across the country to stay closed, at least temporarily.
Absolute panic at this mall in Los Angeles. This is the Westfield Century City Mall, evacuated Friday afternoon. You can see people running outside after reports of a man inside with a gun.
Mall security said, okay, just keep running, keep going, and I just told everyone, just run.
LAPD says they responded. People were sheltering in place and then told to leave the mall as they searched for this man with a gun. They say they never found that man. They say no shots were fired, but they did find what they call a suspicious package inside of this Amazon bookstore. You could see smoke coming from the mall after the bomb squad went in. People still outside waiting to be allowed back in. You can see the crime tape still up here. But police tell us there is nothing to worry about. They're urging everyone to remain calm.
A group of firefighters helped a military dad give his son the surprise of a lifetime. Captain Manny Lampson returned from a 6-month deployment to Qatar and wanted to do something special to surprise his 3-year-old son, Connor. Connor loves firefighters, so Manny enlisted the Abilene Fire Department to help. The firefighters let Manny get dressed in full firefighter gear and drove him to his house in a fire truck. Connor was thrilled to sit in the driver's seat of the truck, play with the lights and sirens. But there was one more surprise. A firefighter got out of the truck, and it wasn't until he removed his mask that Connor realized it was his dad. The fire department was thrilled to welcome Manny home and thanked him for his service.
Very few people will ever get the opportunity to experience the 2 new McLaren supercars I test drove in Arizona. They're legal race cars for the streets and for auto enthusiasts with very deep pockets. These British supercars are so technologically advanced that the car really does more of the driving than the owner. McLaren has been a racing legend for decades. The company, however, decided in 2010 to make supercars for the everyday person, but at a very steep price. Expect to drop more than $300,000 in both the 720S Spider and the 600 LT Spider. But price is no object to some. Sales for the brand have been incredibly strong. competitor Ferrari makes double the number of cars each year, so McLarens are still pretty rarefied at this point. You could look at these cars as a piece of art or engineering wizardry. Bottom line, they're exhilarating to drive. If only the masses could experience them too.
Liked your trip? Come on location with ABC News every day.